There is a strong possibility that someone dislikes you right now for reasons you cannot comprehend. You've likely replayed conversations in your head, searching for the moment where things went wrong. You have questioned your own words and actions, wondering if you were too loud, too quiet, or too much. This cycle of confusion and self-blame is exhausting, leaving you feeling isolated and misunderstood. But the reason for their coldness, their subtle digs, or their outright hostility is not the story you've been telling yourself. It is not because you did something fundamentally wrong. It is not because you are a bad person. And it is certainly not because you are unworthy of respect. The truth is far simpler and has very little to do with you at all. Their negativity is not a verdict on your character. It is a reflection of their own internal world. It's about what your light illuminates within their own shadows. Their reaction is a story they tell about themselves. It was never a factual report on you. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why their disapproval was never yours to carry. But before we dive into the hidden reasons, we need to acknowledge something important. Understanding why someone treats you poorly does not magically erase the sting. It hurts to feel disliked, especially when you're being your most authentic self. The feeling of rejection can be sharp and deeply personal, regardless of the logic behind it. So let's hold space for that truth right here at the start. This video is about giving you clarity, not dismissing your feelings. Our goal is to arm you with understanding so you can navigate these situations with your self-worth intact. To that end, we will explore the 5 hidden psychological triggers you might be setting off in others without even realizing it. Then, and this is the most important part, we will cover the 3 practical steps you can take to build your emotional armor and protect your peace. Now, a quick but important caveat is in order. This video is for those of you who are acting in good faith and genuinely trying to be good people. It assumes you are not intentionally harming others or acting without integrity. This is about understanding the unfair backlash that often comes with being a person who is growing, healing, and living authentically. It's for the people who feel punished for their light. If that sounds like you, then you are in the right place. The first hidden reason people might dislike you is because you are a mirror to their stagnation. Psychology shows us that our external world often reflects our internal state. When someone is stuck in a job they dislike, a relationship that is faded, or a life that feels small, your progress can feel like a personal critique. Your decision to go back to school, start a fitness journey, or launch that small business doesn't just represent your success. To them, it represents a path they did not take. It highlights the dreams they shelved and the risks they were too afraid to embrace. This creates a painful gap between where they are and where they feel they should be. Now, a healthy person might see your growth and feel inspired. But for someone mired in inaction, it is far easier to resent the mirror than to examine the reflection. Think about an old friend from college. Let's call her Sarah. You and Sarah used to spend hours complaining about your dead-end jobs together. It was a comfortable, familiar bond built on mutual dissatisfaction. Then, one day, you decide you've had enough and you enroll in a course to change careers. Suddenly, the dynamic shifts. When you share good news about your studies, Sarah doesn't celebrate with you. Instead, she says something like, "Must be nice to have the time and money for that." The comment is laced with an unspoken accusation. It implies you are privileged, not brave. It's designed to diminish your achievement, to soothe her own feelings of being left behind. You didn't do anything to her. You simply broke the unspoken pact of staying stuck together. Your growth became a spotlight on her stagnation, and she resented you for turning it on. So you must remember this. You are not responsible for their relationship with their own potential. You are allowed to grow, even if it makes others feel small. Their discomfort with your evolution is their work to do, not your burden to carry. And this leads us directly to the second reason, which often works in tandem with the first. Your authenticity challenges their social mask. In many social and professional environments, there is an unspoken pressure to conform. People wear social masks to fit in, to be agreeable, and to avoid rocking the boat. They learn to laugh at jokes that aren't funny, nod along with ideas they disagree with, and suppress their true thoughts and feelings. This performance becomes their second nature, a carefully constructed identity designed for social survival. Then you walk into the room, and you, valuing authenticity, operate from a different playbook. You don't perform, you simply are. Your genuine presence is like a bright light in a dark theater. It exposes the artificiality of the stage. It shows them that their mask is a choice, not a necessity, and this is deeply unsettling. Imagine you're in a work meeting where your team is discussing a new project. The manager proposes an idea that you know has a critical flaw. You watch as everyone else around the table nods in agreement, their faces carefully neutral. When it's your turn, you politely but honestly voice your concern, offering a potential solution. You're not trying to be difficult, you're trying to help the project succeed. The manager may even thank you, but later you feel a shift. The colleagues who were nodding along are now giving you the cold shoulder. You are suddenly left out of the water cooler conversation. Have you ever felt that? You walk out of a room and you can feel the temperature drop behind you. It's because your honesty, however gentle, revealed their silent compliance. You showed a courage they did not, and instead of admiring it, they resent you for making them feel cowardly. You're not too much or too difficult. You are a high tide for ships that were designed to stay in the harbor. Your courage to be real is not an invitation for their judgment. It's a testament to your character, and you should never have to apologize for it. The third reason people might dislike you is perhaps the most common and the most infuriating. Your boundaries threaten their need for control. Some people operate with a sense of entitlement to your time, your energy, and your resources. This entitlement often masquerades as closeness or love. They have become accustomed to your yes. Your availability is a utility they have come to depend on. When you establish a boundary, you are not just saying no to a request. You are disrupting their entire system of control. Your access to me is not unconditional. To a person who feels entitled, a boundary feels like a declaration of war. Consider a family member who is used to you dropping everything to solve their latest crisis. For years, you've been the reliable one, the fixer, the emotional support system. After much stress, you finally decide to protect your own well-being. The next time they call in a panic, you calmly say, "I love you, but I don't have the capacity to handle that for you right now." You are expecting a mature response, but you don't get one. Instead, you're met with anger or guilt-tripping. "I guess I just can't count on you anymore." Or the classic, "After everything I've done for you?" This is a response to punish you for your independence. It is a desperate attempt to pull you back into your assigned role. They don't want a relationship with you. They want obedience from you. This is where you must hold firm in your understanding. The issue isn't your boundary. It's their expectation that you wouldn't have one. A healthy boundary is where their entitlement ends and your well-being begins. People who truly care about you will respect that line. People who only want to use you will resent it. The fourth reason is a bit more subtle, but explains so much about our long-term relationships. Your growth triggers their cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is the mental discomfort we feel when we hold two conflicting beliefs at the same time, or when our beliefs clash with our experiences. People from your past, like old friends or family, have a fixed snapshot of you in their minds. They remember you as the insecure teenager, the directionless college student, or the people-pleasing young adult. That version of you is comfortable and predictable for them. But you are not that person anymore. You've worked on yourself, built confidence, and found your voice. When you show up as this new, evolved person, it creates a conflict in their brain. Their belief is, "This is who you are," but your action is, "This is who I have become." To resolve that mental tension, they have two choices. They can either update their mental file on you, which requires effort and humility, or they can reject the new you to protect their old belief. Disliking you is the path of least resistance. Imagine going to a hometown reunion. An old classmate corners you and starts bringing up an embarrassing story from when you were 15. He expects you to get flustered and play along with the old dynamic. But instead, you just smile and say, "Wow, we were such kids back then, weren't we?" You don't take the bait. His face changes and he gets weirdly hostile or dismissive, saying something like, "Oh, I guess you're too good for us now." He is actively trying to force you back into the box he mentally built for you years ago. Your confidence is a glitch in his matrix, and he's trying to eliminate the error. You must understand that you are not obligated to stay the same person you were 5 years ago. You do not need to stay in the box they built for you. You are allowed to outgrow people who want to keep you small. Their inability to accept your evolution is about their need for a predictable world, not about your right to grow. Okay, so we understand the why. We've looked at the hidden triggers, from mirrors to masks to boundaries. Now let's get practical and talk about how you protect yourself. Understanding this is step 1, but step 2 is where your power truly lies. This isn't about changing them, it's about managing your own inner state. For this, I want you to remember a simple but powerful framework I call the 3 Ds of emotional armor. The first D is to detach. This means consciously taking a step back from the emotional sting and observing the situation like a scientist. Instead of asking, "What did I do wrong?" you ask, "What is being triggered in them right now?" Detachment is recognizing their reaction as data about them, not a judgment about you. The second D is to discern. Once detached, you must discern the value of the other person's opinion. Ask yourself, is this person someone whose character I respect? Do they genuinely have my best interests at heart? Is their feedback constructive, or is it just emotional noise born from their own issues? You get to decide whose opinions are allowed into your inner circle. The third and final D is to decide. Based on your discernment, you decide on your response. This decision is about protecting your energy, not about punishing them. Your response might be to completely ignore their comment and change the subject. It might be to limit your contact with them, creating healthy distance. Or it might be to disengage from the relationship entirely if it has become consistently toxic. The power is in the choice, which you make consciously and for your own well-being. So remember the mantra: detach, discern, decide. If these reasons are already resonating and making you feel seen, consider subscribing. We explore these kinds of dynamics every single week to help you navigate life with more clarity. So let's bring all of this together now. Whether it's your personal growth acting as a painful mirror or your authenticity challenging a social mask, whether it's your healthy boundaries threatening their control or your evolution creating mental conflict for them, the pattern remains consistent through them all. The problem you are experiencing is not originating with you. You are simply the trigger for a process that is already happening inside of them. Their reaction is a compass, but it is not pointing to a flaw within you. It is pointing directly toward their own unresolved issues, their own insecurities, and their own inner work. You were never meant to solve their problems for them. You are only responsible for protecting your own peace. Remember the statement from the beginning of this video. Their negativity is a story they tell about themselves, not a verdict on you. You came here wondering what you did wrong? My hope is that you leave here knowing their disapproval was never yours to hold in the first place. It is a heavy weight that you can finally set down. If this video helped you feel seen and gave you that sense of relief, please do me a favor and hit that like button. It tells YouTube that this message is important and helps it reach others who might need to hear it too. And subscribe so you don't miss out on more content that helps you navigate life with more clarity. Thank you for being here and for doing the work to protect your energy.